What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today, in the world of indie games, we're going to be diving on into Monster Sanctuary, which is a game that's being published by Team 17, the guys that did Worms, but it's by a couple of developers that are working underneath them, and it's a game that's kind of like Terraria meets Pokemon, from what I understand about it. So let's dive on in. Let's do our first impressions. Let's check the game out and see what it's got cracking for us. We got to name our character. Well, our character's name will be... Oh, I can't type it out with the keyboard. Okay, well, we'll go with Splat as usual. There we go. Hey, you better... Oh, you better get back over there, boy. Okay, I'm going to use the D-pad. I'm using a controller right now because it seemed like it'd be easier than, like, the num keys or whatever else. There we go. Splat. Yep, we're using the D-pad this time around because the analog stick seems to be causing problems. Monster Sanctuary is a land far from any other human civilization. While wild monsters are dangerous to humans, monsters raised by them grow loyal to their owners. Most of the people of Monster Sanctuary live in the Keeper's stronghold. Many of them learn to raise and train monsters. They call themselves the Monster Keepers. Choose the familiar of your bloodline. Ooh. We've got Spectral Eagle, Spectral Wolf, we've got Toad, and we've got Lion. I gotta go with the dog. I have to. I have an Akita. That kind of looks like my Akita, therefore we're gonna pick it. There we go. We now have Spectral Wolf. Among the most prestigious Monster Keepers, there are 4 prominent old bloodlines tied to the Monster Sanctuary's history. Each of these bloodlines is aided by a spectral familiar. Those familiars are ageless protectors of their family, passed on from one keeper to the next. Splat is just starting out to become a monster keeper like his ancestors before him. As with all starting monster keepers, his journey begins on the keeper's trail. His bloodline's familiar bears the form of the wolf. We gotta name our familiar. Well, I think you know how this is gonna go. Its name is not gonna be Wolf. We gotta go with what we know. There we go. Can I capitalize that? I want to capitalize this. Hopefully it fits. If it doesn't fit, I'm gonna be very disappointed. Perfect. Done. Monsters are wild things. The only reason I'm helping you is the bond I share with your family. Most monsters are less inclined than I to help you. That's why you need to always raise your own monsters. They will grow alongside you just as I will, and they will fight for you. The best way to gain a monster's loyalty is to hatch it from its egg. Of course, you're going to have to fight to get those monster eggs. Let's look at that blob over there. Initiate a fight by contact. We will see if you live up to your ancestors. Alright, it's ancestor time. I like the animation. The pixel art looks good. Start combat. Let's go. So it's my turn. I have claws, I have ice hail, and I have air sickle. Let's do ice hail and see what happens. Yep, throw that out on the blob right there. Well, that didn't do nearly as much damage as I expected it to. I thought that was going to do some... Oh, we got hit so much harder than they got hit. Feels bad. Okay, so maybe our element is not that good. Let's try out air on this one. Now, this guy is weak versus air, so I should have paid attention to that. Apparently, this guy resists water, which is why we did next to nothing with our last attack. I didn't realize that the resistances were listed right there. I like the spell effects, too. They look pretty good. It's got kind of the Terraria aesthetic mixed with mixed with Pokemon. I like it, though. That's kind of cool. I think it's a unique idea for a game. All right, so we were victorious. But did we get ourselves an egg? We got a blob egg and we got a small potion. All right. And then apparently our Spectral Wolf is leveled up ever so slightly as well. There we go. You got a blob egg. Now you just need to hatch it. Open the inventory menu and try to hatch that thing. All right, well, let's open this thing on up. And there's our blob egg. Let's hatch it. Cool. We hatched a blob. His name is Blob. I don't know if that's a great name for him. I think I'm gonna name him Bobbert. There we go. Perfect. Yep, Bobbert the Blobbert. Perfect. What else could you want in life? That's your first monster that you've hatched by yourself. Right now, it's going to be weak, so you're going to need to train it. There's much more for you to learn as well. You and that blob are quite alike. Let's continue on the Keeper's trail, and it's going to lead us to Old Burren, a friend of mine. He's a patient teacher to all young keepers who seek out guidance. I would advise you to listen to him very carefully. We're just not going to address the fact that we're talking to a ghost dog right now. Like in any other society, I feel like that would be an odd thing. Alright, let's start our combat here. Let's see, we've got Arcane Bolt right there, and actually this guy's got a heal? That's pretty sweet. We'll see if we can make that work. Yeah, there you go. Poop some purple all over that guy. Hit him with the purple Kool-Aid. Let him have it. Dang, we almost took that guy out nice and early. Oh, he's gonna heal himself, though. He's gonna heal himself, though. Ow, I'm being bolted back. See, that's the problem. When you run around bolting things, they tend to want to bolt you back. I'm gonna hit this guy. I'm not sure if my wind ability would have finished him off by itself. But I think that, like, maintaining supremacy over the battlefield right now and having, like, turn economy in our control is the best thing. He's going to throw out some Bubble Burst. That's okay. We're resistant to Bubble Burst. I don't care about that at all. My slime hasn't learned Bubble Burst yet, so I assume that's kind of an upgraded thing that we're going to get access to really, really soon. I'm going to keep throwing the goodies at this guy till he goes down. You going to heal? He's going to heal. We're going to make this as long and as drawn out as humanly possible. We can tell you just to, like, default attack? Oh, really? So everybody has a default attack where they just, like, whump all over the enemy. Okay, that's good. I was wondering what happens when we run out of energy. If it's gonna, like, if both teams run out of energy, but if everybody's got a default attack, that works out fine. Took us 4 turns. We're probably not gonna get that great a loot. We got a small potion, 20 bucks. I'll take it. Imagine a world where you could go out and beat up some slimes and get 20 bucks. That'd be the way to live life. Based on the effectiveness of your combat strategy, you're going to get a rating from 1 to 5 stars. Earning a higher rating increases your chances of getting better drops like rare eggs. Yeah, I kind of figured that. I sort of guessed that that's where that was going. Yeah, get that platforming in. All them Mario skills coming home to roost. Young Keeper, 'tis the Keeper's trail beginning for all of man. Beast and Sanctuary has beginning. Okay. Ooh, there's a little wormy thing over here. Maybe we can get one of its eggs. Oh, there's 2 new critters over here. So we've got Arcane Bolt. Are either of you guys weak to Arcane? Neither of you guys are weak to Arcane. Alright, well, we'll just start out on the Wormy Boy then. 4 damage out right there. Wormy Boy's weak to water, so we're going to hit him with some Ice Hail. Yup, I was hoping we'd get ourselves a crit right there and finish him a little faster. But apparently, I'm tuned up to be disappointed in my monsters right now. Yeah, just Arcane Bolt him out, I guess. Hopefully his shield doesn't block everything. It looks like it just reduces damage. We've vaporized him, huh? What's this guy weak to? He's weak to fire? I don't think I have any fire, so I think we're just going to have to kind of do what we do over here. He's got a punch combo. I can feel that. Kind of a little oddish looking monster. Let's go ahead and... I don't want this to go too much longer. Let's just finish him off. That shield is actually pretty good. That shield is surprisingly strong. Ooh, that crit, though. That dirty, dirty crit. All right, I'll take it. I will take it. Nice. Another one bites the dust. Let's see if we got ourselves an egg here. Hey, we got a magma pillar egg. Nice. We also got some cotton. So apparently we're going to be doing crafting in the near future too. I wonder if my little dudes end up... Ooh, we got a skill point. Nice. As your monsters gain experience in combat, they're going to increase in level. This allows them to gain new skills. You should take a look at the skill tree menu. Alright, so we got skills over here. Let's take a look. So we can either work on... We've got all the different elements that we can work on, or we can start off with a neutral damage. I think it's probably better for us to... We've already got a neutral tree right there, so maybe we can increase the damage of claws. That'd be kind of nice. We can get life steals so that our character heals every time they deal damage with claws, or we can give a glory buff. I'm going to go with life steal because... my experience has been that lifesteal is always a smart choice in every game. You're dealing damage and you're also healing damage at the same time. That right there is like peak efficiency. We obtained the Cestus, which is a weapon. Do I equip that? Who equips a Cestus? Apparently, we can put brass knuckles on our dog. It's rough hood out here. It's like a gangster hood out here where your dog's got brass knuckles. Who's this guy, a trainer? Does he want to battle me? Hey, you're just starting off as a monster keeper, right? You find any equipment for your monsters already? You can make your monsters stronger by equipping them. Oh, well, he's just giving me advice then. I expected him to want to fight me. We can give a kunai, apparently, which is like a shuriken. It's like a throwing knife. You know that thing that Shinobi used to throw back on Sega Genesis? And it called them shurikens? Those are actually kunai. They're not shurikens. But anyways. Oh yeah, I need to hatch that egg. Let's get Magma Pillar. Nice. There's a cool little buddy. His name is Magma Pillar right now. I don't think that's a good name for him. I think we should name him like Magma Paul. There we go. That's like a much better name. Perfect. Good old Magma Paul. And he's now in our little group. And he's got a free skill point. He's actually level 2. So he comes with Ignite, which puts things on fire and applies a burn. We can increase the damage on that. We can get Arcane Bolt, which is neutral damage. Or we can get a shield. What does this one do? So that gives you a barrier buff. So I assume that's elemental, and that's probably physical. That's my guess. We can improve his magic rating too, which I assume will make all of his fire abilities a little bit better. All of his magic abilities. Let's give him a neutral ability first. Just because, like, he's only got fire and he's only got shield right now. If I need him to attack in order to finish off a turn, I sort of need him to have, like, a neutral ability that he can throw out there. Just in case. I like to have backup plans, and so that's what we're cultivating right now. I can't jump and reach that. Maybe I get a double jump or something later? Who are you? My fellow keeper. Did you know that every single one of your monsters has a special ability? Some can be used to get rid of certain obstacles. Also, you might encounter some destructible walls like the one behind me. Go on and try to hit it with some of your monster's abilities. Oh. Well, that's pretty sweet. So we've got a vital ring. Okay, so who's the squishiest of all of our monsters? We've got 183, 165, so Magma Paul appears to be the guy that needs to have like a vital ring put on him real fast, just in case. Let's go this way. Does it matter who I have following me? Like, so let's say that I put Bobbert right there. Oh, it doesn't matter. Bobbert's still like where Bobbert is. All right. I can claw that wall right. I want to know how I get that chest. That's going to bother me. I physically cannot jump high enough to get up there. I don't know how I get that chest. Maybe I can come back here later with like a flight ability or something and get up there? That's what I'm thinking, is this game has like TMs or whatever, just like Pokemon does. I'm fine with the monsters we have. Let's do it. Alright, so for you, let's look at everybody's weaknesses. So that guy is weak to plant, and these guys are both weak to air, which we had already verified. Go ahead and throw that out there. Get this guy started up. That was a very nice crit. I appreciate that. Let's throw out an Arcane Bolt right there. Not bad. I was hoping for a crit, but sometimes, you know, crit happens. Sometimes it doesn't. Down goes that enemy, so that's one enemy eliminated. We've managed to squeeze out the turn economy. That put up might, which probably means these guys are going to hit quite a bit harder. And in fact, Magma Paul has definitely taken one on the chin right there. Let's eliminate some of these weaker enemies first, while we've still got a little bit of a push going. Let's throw Ignite out there. Yeah, it looks good. Set him on fire. Maybe the burn will kill him off. I don't know how much damage burn does, but I'm interested in seeing it. So instead of finishing him off right now, I'm going to attack the bird. And then I want to see... Oh, it does 40 damage. Wow, okay, so damage over time is actually pretty effective in this game. I really like that ability. That ability looked really cool, where he's firing the weird little feathers and whatnot at me. I think we're just going to have to go for physical damage on this guy. Nice. That was actually a super efficient combat that we mashed through without any difficulties whatsoever. We got 4 stars, good chance of loot. We got a Vero egg, which is the bird. I may swap out the blob for the bird. That's what's seeming pretty good to me right now. Let's go ahead and hatch that bird real fast. Nice. And so we have ourselves a Vero. I'm okay with Vero as a name. It sounds kind of like a name. That one's got a skill point too. Sweet. I like how it auto-balances to whatever the level the rest of your party is. So we can get some wind damage right there. We already have wind damage. But... is that an attack skill right there? I assume it is since it's neutral. We can improve our mana rating and our regeneration. Yeah, let's make beating a little bit stronger. That sounds good to me. Fix our enemies up with a nasty little beating. What skill points do you have, Bobbert? Bobbert has Slime Shot, which is earth damage. And actually, that's something we're lacking in our lineup right now. We have water, we have wind, we have fire, but we don't have earth. Let's do it. Let's continue this little Captain Planet-esque adventure in elemental beatdowns and see how that helps us out. And then we could kind of just rotate monsters depending on what we need at the beginning of the fight. It looks like we can carry 6 of them, so we probably are going to end up with a stable or something too. Man prospered through generations, founded cities and nations, connected by dirt and wheel, and later by steam and steel. Alright. Hey, we made the jump. Nice. So we got a bracelet right there. What does the bracelet do? The bracelet gives us armor and mana regen. I do think that's a really good item for Stelly Fresh over here, just because she seems to go through mana faster than everybody else in my party. All of her abilities seem kind of thirsty. Found a gauntlet right there. What does the gauntlet do? The gauntlet gives us crit chance, it gives us armor, and it gives us damage reduction. Who is, like, the weakest out of everybody here? She's pretty strong already, so I don't think she needs the help. Everybody else can get kind of pistol whipped. He's only got 14 armor. I think the gauntlet might be a really good play for him, just to make him a tad stronger. I like the fact that you can equip things on people, although I do think that, like, putting a glove on a slime is kind of a interesting thing. Oh, look at that. It swaps your side depending on which way you attack from. That's kind of cool. I like that. Let's throw out... We'll throw out some claw action right here. Yeah, there you go. There you go. We'll throw out some ignition right there. And we got the burn damage. Okay. How much HP? That's got 99 left. Alright, well, let's work on him then first, because the burn's not going to get him. And so that guarantees the burn kills him off without wasting too much turn economy. Might and Featherstorm. Man, they're going after my dear buddy Paul. How could they? Paul's my little homie over there. And you're not making it easy on me. I will throw up Barrier just to see what kind of damage reduction it affords and if it's worth running. Meanwhile, we'll throw a heal on him too. We'll take this a little bit slower if we need to. That heal is actually super nuky. That did like 150 healing. So we don't have to run that quite as early. We can wait till people are kind of knocking on heaven's door before we fiddle around with it. Fish out a crit right there. It'd probably work out pretty good for us. Unfortunately, no crit. We'll go ahead and finish off the fight with that dude. Sit him on down kind of rapidly. And then for this guy over here, Slime Shot actually seems pretty strong. It's mana intensive, but it hurts. It hurts a lot. And it does about as much damage as a burn, too. I'm really, really pleased with the damage over time effects. A lot of games underdo it with damage over time, where it's just not worth using. But this game, I like it. They're worth using. They do a sizable chunk of damage, especially if they come with front-loaded damage. It's just like, whew, that's a nice little beatdown you can set somebody up with. Got a small potion and a little bit of G right there. Nobody leveled up, though. Let's see if we can find any more treasure on this side. We're on the Keeper's Trail. Man knew of those who wait in the woods and the caverns beyond, yet for the treasures within he longed, for the greed of kings is great. Okay. I should probably be trying to, like, claw walls and stuff, but I don't know if we have time to, like, claw every... If I come in from behind him, do I get a surprise attack? I don't. Okay. I just wanted to see if I got a surprise attack. I got Ice Hail over here. I probably should have brought my Wind Dude along, but this is exactly the reason why I put Arcane Bolt on this guy. I should probably use him to run Barrier right now, but I'm lazy. And I want my turn economy. I want to have more turns than the enemy has. So eliminating somebody on the first go is usually what I'm going to aim for as a player. I'm usually pretty aggressive like that. Alright. So you are weak to fire. We'll just go down the line right now. You're up first. You throw some fire on that guy. I'd appreciate it. And then we will also go with a heal on you so that you can feel better because you got a bit of a tummy ache right now. I don't want Bobbert to be in bad sorts. I definitely like to add some AoE to the group, like attacks that hit everybody for a little bit of damage for situations like this right here. But I figure we'll get that sorted out later. Another one bites the dust. You're going to need Arcane Bolt, because I don't really have any water to hit you with on that character, so such is life. I'll put some poison on you, though. How you like them poison attacks? You feeling good? Apparently not weak to poison, but it was worth a shot. Ow. That was a little stingier than I would have liked. Oh, we can play the monster's turns in any order we want. I was kind of wondering about that. That's good. It means I can kind of artificially inflate my rating at the end by healing right before we finish off. 4 stars. Very nice. And we got a Rocky Egg. I wonder if you can get multiples of the same critter, or if you're allowed to, like... So I wonder if you've already unlocked a monster, does that egg stop dropping? That's my thought. Or can you have multiples? We got a Morning Star and some other stuff. We got a lot of things we need to take care of right now, just on the bureaucratic end of our gameplay. I'm going to buff up Claws, because Claws seems to be getting a lot of mileage, and we've already put points into it. So we're going to build Stelly to just go ahead and be a physical damage dealer. Magma Paw over here. What do I need from you, Chief? Apply a shield to the party when an enemy receives burn equal to 10% of the monster's max health. That's pretty good. That's like, I don't even need to buy this ability over here now, because I can get it as just like a side ability from this over here. Like, it's probably not quite as good as the other version, but like, meh, whatever. Defense plus, we've got magic plus over here. That's for heal. Get a bigger heal, or healing skills will trigger an additional heal value to equal 30% of your magic. Okay. Let me get a little bit of... Oh, I got no skill points on that one. Okay. Well, let's hatch Rocky real fast, too, and see what he's got going on. So there's Rocky. Rocky's already a name, so... Sounds good to me. Let's start putting some weapons on people, too. So Magma Paul's got a wooden stick. I think it's probably a good idea for him. He looks like he's front-loaded like a lot of magic damage, so anything that beefs up his magic damage makes me happy. For you, you appear to be a physical damage dealer, so I think the Morning Star is probably best for you. We have the Orb over here, too. Let's do the Orb. And that means we can throw that on him because he's an all-arounder anyways. I think that fits a little better. And that leaves us with just, like, a bunch of random leftover sticks. I try to jump on his head like Mario Brothers and just bloop, bloop, and like take him out, but no such luck. Let's swap out... Yeah, we'll put in Vero. Oh, you're actually highlighting. Okay, I see how it works now. Never mind. I thought it was like choosing who you wanted to swap, and then it wouldn't do it, so I was like on the third go, like, what's going on here? Yeah, we'll spread it around a little bit. Why not? Punch combo and leaf slash. I think punch combo hits a little harder, so we'll start out on that end. Although we do have to concern ourselves with healing. They are going to be throwing a lot of healing at us, so we don't have any healing abilities right now. So I think it's a really good idea for us to eliminate enemies early. That shield's actually not too bad. Takes the edge off. Yeah, throw that out there. Maybe we'll crit. There you go. Exactly. Between damage variances, we managed to pull it off. That's going to set him up in a situation where he could die from the burn. And then we'll just start off with a punch combo over here. And it critted. Very nice. And there's another shield from the burn damage. I thought that was a good thing to put in. And honestly, I think like over time, we're going to get a lot of shielding out of that. Especially since it looks like it stacks on the people that don't use it. And so if the enemies are like single targeting us, that means it's going to be an even bigger problem down the line when they go to deal with all the people that they haven't dealt with and they've got a full shield meter. Even though we were kind of running with the B team right there, I was pleased with the performance. It worked out pretty good. It's also allowing some of our other little guys to get a little bit of loving too, which I think is going to be important. It seems as though rotating is a good idea. I want Air Sickle or Featherstorm. Featherstorm is better for a crit build. Yeah, they've got plus crit down further on in the tree. I see it right there. So if you're going for crit, you want to go with Featherstorm. If you're going for just like flat hits, like how hard can I beef on somebody, you want Air Sickle. Let's go with attack plus for right now. We'll kind of sit on this until we see what other bonuses and items come down the chain. So I've got 2 skill points. That punch combo icon is a little unfortunate. We'll go with the attack plus over here. What else you got? You've got spores, which is earth damage, and then you've also got restore, which is healing. Yeah, I'll use you as an off healer. We'll swap you and Bobbert around so that we always have a healer, and we'll kind of rotate them. He's got another skill point over here. I will probably beefcake out... You know, we're using him as a healer, so let's use him as a healer. Let's go all in on that. My name is Splattercat. This is Monster Sanctuary. I hope you guys have liked what you've seen so far. You can get the game down below in the description. If you don't know who I am and what I do here on the internet, I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile every single day in the world of indie gaming so that you guys don't have to. How you doing? Take care, everybody. I'll have something hot and fresh for you tomorrow.